Alright everyone, hello and welcome back to the channel. Alright, now here's a video that I'm going to take it that most of us, if not all of us, will find interesting. And the video comes to me from my good friend Avalise. Avalise, thank you for the video. Now the video deals with Sean Paul Reyes, aka Long Island Audit. Now guys, would you believe that he had the audacity to go to a different NYPD precinct and do the same bullcrap that got him arrested just like a week ago. Can you believe that? Okay, now that's pretty dareful of him, huh? I'm sure if he didn't have all those people dropping money at him, throwing money at him I should say, he sure as hell wouldn't be doing this again. I'm sure of that. Okay, he also wants to use the excuse that he went into this particular precinct to file complaints on the two officers that arrested him at the 61st precinct. That is straight up bullshit. Come on now. I mean, he could have went to the Internal Affairs Department itself. Internal Affairs has their own building or whatever in New York, and he could have went to that location and filed complaints. He wanted the content. Let's be real now. He wanted the content and used the excuse about I want to file complaints on an officer. Okay? Listen, I truly understand that some people might want to record their interactions if they go there to file a complaint on an officer or something serious. Okay? I really do. I understand, and I could see where that person is coming from. But I also look at the people that go into these precincts that are there to file whatever. They're there to put a complaint in or whatever. And with these frauditors that we know, they abuse their privileges, okay? They don't want to end up, the people there with legitimate business don't want to end up on that individual's social media account, okay? Who would want to come out on somebody's social media account being at the precinct putting a complaint on somebody, okay? And the frauditors have to kick themselves in the ass for that, okay? Reyes doesn't see it that way. Reyes is only looking at how he acts, okay? And we all know his act is a way of instigating people, pissing people off more. I think you guys call it condescending. I think that's what it's considered, okay? But you know, this little bullshit act that when he goes into these locations, or you need to de-escalate and not wanting to answer questions, his form of his tactics, let's call it, in a way it's used to rev that person up, okay? But again, I say Reyes doesn't take into consideration that other frauditors, the majority of the other frauditors, are nasty a-holes. They go into public locations and they feel that, oh, it's public, I can do what the hell I want to do, okay? Again, I say a lot of these individuals, in my opinion, abuse their rights, okay? There's no such thing as a right telling you that you can do whatever the hell you want, anything you want, just because a location is considered public. Just because you pay taxes and some of your money was used to build that place and keep it in operation, doesn't mean you can do whatever the hell you want. Come on now. Let's be big about this here. These frauditors, a lot of them, as Reyes. Come on. Reyes with 400 and change, I mean, shit, let's just say 500,000 subscribers. You can't tell me this guy's not making a killing, okay? He doesn't want to lose that. Who would want to lose the amount of money coming in from YouTube as well as the donations? So he has to continue to push the envelope, okay? Come on. A week or a week and a half before your court date on being arrested for the same bullshit, you're going to go into a different precinct and try to play this bullcrap. I'm here to file complaints on 2 other officers. That's straight up bullshit. Let's jump into the video and see how things work out for him.
Hey, what's up guys? The Long Island Audit here, back again with another video. Today we're at the New York City Police Department's 105th Precinct here in Queens, New York. We are here today, as always, to peacefully exercise our First Amendment right to film in public and publicly accessible areas, to promote transparency and accountability within our government, and to ensure that our public servants recognize our rights and treat us with respect. We are also here to file formal complaints against the Sergeant Korchemet and Officer Kukuza who unlawfully arrested me, stole my freedom, stole my property. We're here to hold them accountable, file formal civilian complaints. Let's hope that they respect our rights here. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so we're just getting inside the 105th precinct here. Hopefully they take our complaint. Hopefully our rights don't get violated again. That would be not a good day. Do not want to lose my freedom. That's for sure. So as you guys can see, there's nothing we're recording that's sensitive at this point. I don't understand why they make a big deal telling you they just hate transparency and accountability.
All right, let's keep in mind that we've all heard Reyes tell people that it's not on them to tell him when his business has concluded at any public location when they're asking him to leave. And the same thing applies here. It's not on Reyes to state what is sensitive and what is not sensitive at any of these NYPD precincts for their reasoning behind no recording.
All right, make sure. I'm gonna help you.
Hi ma'am, how are you?
Good.
I'm looking to file a complaint against an officer.
Okay, what's going on?
It was at the 61st precinct, I would say Monday. Why that look? What's wrong with the 61st precinct?
Are you recording it?
Yeah, I'm taking pictures and video
No,
for my safety.
You know, no, you have to shut that off. It says right here, members, you're supposed to record me. So if you have to record, you have to step out there, sir. You cannot record here.
Why would that be though?
I just told you.
But that's not a law, ma'am.
Okay. Sir,
I'm recording for my safety.
Okay, you cannot record here.
I'm recording for my safety, ma'am.
You cannot record here.
I'm recording for my safety. I'm trying to file a complaint.
Here, sir. You cannot record here.
My freedom and my property was taken from me by the NYPD. Sir, my freedom. I'm here to conduct business, sir. You're sergeant? Yeah. Sergeant, I'm here to conduct business. My freedom and my freedom. But listen, my freedom.
That's perfectly fine.
But I'm here to conduct business. What I'm saying is I'm here to get services. My freedom and my property was taken from me by the NYPD. I'm here recording. Yes, I was arrested. My freedom.
We're going to record also outside.
I mean, if you want to send somebody outside, you can do that under threat of arrest. I have a right to record in public. I have the right to record the NYPD in the course of their duty. This is 100%. This is 100% public. This is a public lobby. This is a public lobby. I'm going to ask you to de-escalate a little bit.
You need to go outside.
You
need to step outside because then it's handcuffs afterwards. So step outside. Go ahead.
That sign is not a law, Sergeant.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. It is not a law.
Step outside.
What law is it?
Go outside, pass the sign, and you can record all you'd like.
What law is it? What law is it,
You cannot
Sergeant?
record in the precinct. That is the law.
It's not obstruction.
Sir, back.
I need help filing a complaint. That's what I came here to do. Who's going to help me with that?
You cannot record inside.
So send somebody out here to help me file a complaint.
Take your foot off the door.
Okay, so send somebody out here to file a complaint. I want all your badge numbers. I want all your badge numbers and names.
You have it right there. So you have it right there.
I need to file a complaint, Sergeant. Are you denying me services?
Someone is going to help you.
All right, so I think we could all agree on that. Reyes telling people to de-escalate has gotten very old. Has gotten very old with me, okay? Now, I think we could also say that none of the officers there raised their voice. None of them that I could see showed any aggression towards him. What I saw was multiple officers telling him numerous times that he had to step out, and he did not want to step out. So where he comes out with this, they need to de-escalate, I mean, that's something he needs to tell himself, okay? Now, as for him putting his foot in the doorway to stop the officer there from closing the door, I'm telling you, this guy is becoming very dangerous, okay? Some of you may think that I am dramatizing, but I honestly feel that he has gotten very more dareful. Ever since he got found guilty in Connecticut, he has he's on a vengeance. He's on a mission, and Listen, when you know you have close to 500,000 subscribers backing you up financially, you will do just about anything, okay? And I'm not saying that Reyes will go in there one day and start shooting up the place, but hey, you never know, okay? Something might just snap in this guy here, okay? None of these frauditors are angels. And after seeing what's going on lately on the news, anything is possible. Again, we all know that if he really had good intentions of making some kind of change, come on now, I'll say it again, I'll repeat myself, One Police Plaza. Make your appointment with the commissioner, discuss your concerns. Because let's be real now, none of those officers there, none of them, sergeant, captain, none of them have the authority to say, okay, that's it, we're going to take this rule of no recording down. It doesn't work that way. You have to go through the higher ups, and Reyes, in my opinion, is just doing this shit as an act, as a way of reassuring his subscribers that he's not going to stop, so that they continue throwing money his way. Now listen, no amount of money, and I understand he's making a nice chunk of money on a monthly, okay, but no amount of money would be I don't know, wouldn't be worth the bullshit of getting locked up and sent away for any amount of time, okay? But Reyes is, I'm telling you, he's pushing it. And I honestly feel that if the prosecutor got to see this video, he'd be up Schitt's Creek, okay? Really. I think the prosecutor would have a field day. Listen, a week and a half before going to court and you're still doing the same bullshit that you got arrested for? Come on now. And let me say it, guys, because with 500,000 people, I would say it's concerning that he is inciting his followers to turn against the NYPD. Okay, they're acting like thugs, not public servants that they are. Again, I say, guys, when frauditors look at an officer, they see servant/slave. When we normal people look at an officer, we see another human being, another person like us that's doing a job, okay? There's a major difference there, guys. Let's get back to the video.
Wow. Wow. So under threat of arrest, he said I was going to be in cuffs. Do you see, look, the NYPD, always watching us, right? Wow. You see that, ladies and gentlemen? Do you see the thugs at the NYPD? You really can't. I'm here to file a complaint about my rights being violated, and they're about to violate my rights yet again. Isn't that just insane? You want to be put in cuffs? No, I don't want to lose my property again, and I definitely don't want to lose my freedom again for 6 hours for exercising a constitutionally protected activity. That's for sure. See how they all just gang up on you like a gang. They all just come at you. It's insane. And this is like a joke right here, that every single NYPD vehicle has courtesy, professionalism, and respect. That is a joke. That is literally a smack in the face of the public. That is a public lobby. So I guess Queens is no better than Brooklyn, huh? We're gonna wait out here. Hopefully they send somebody out here so at least we can get our complaint in. Insane.
Hey, good morning. Who is it? Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Hey, how are you?
Officer Farrell.
Officer what?
Officer Farrell, Shield 12125. How you doing?
Hey, how are you?
So just so you know, being recorded by my police body one camera.
Sure, I'm in public, no problem.
Hey, it's okay. So first of all, appreciate you hanging tight, you know, the inconvenience, whatever it is. So just so you know, you can't record inside police precincts, any police precinct, whether it's New York City, outside. Do you do the, what do you call it? Do the audit stuff?
I'm here to file a complaint.
Oh, okay. So I spoke with my supervisors, spoke with my other officers. So we provide you information. I believe it's you want me to complain in regards to the 61 precinct?
61st precinct.
61st,
yeah.
okay. So we gave the information for CCRB. You can call the hotline at this phone number, or you can file online at newyorkcity.gov/CCRB complaint.
I'd like to file one in person here. You guys don't. You guys take complaints here.
It's a whole thing. Like I said, it'd be easier for you just to call them, or
I know, but I would want. I want to file it here. If I can't go in, if somebody, the reason why I'm not being able to file it here is that you're not allowing me to record inside, even though there's no law against recording inside the lobby.
Yes, there is. No, so just so you know, it's stated like right on the wall.
That's not a law. That's a sign. That's just a sign. You're law enforcement. You're not policy enforcement or sign enforcement. That's not a law. That's not a criminal statute. That's just a sign that anybody could put up there. That doesn't mean anything. So but let me finish.
Of course.
And then, so I'm here to file a complaint, just like anyone else would be here to file a complaint.
Right.
You're under threat of arrest. I have left the lobby under threat of arrest. I am here. Now I want somebody to come out here, a supervisor, to take my complaint against an officer. There should be no problem to do that. The sergeant even told me he would have somebody come out here and take my complaint. That's what I'm trying to do here. That's it. It's not that hard. Just like any other, if I wasn't recording, anybody else coming here would have just been able to do a complaint at the police department. That's the services you offer here. What else do you guys, you know, you take criminal complaints, officer complaints. This is what you do. This is your job. You just pass me off to do it somewhere else. This is your job here, right?
So in regards, you're not allowed to record in any police precinct, whether it's New York City, in any one of the 5 boroughs, or outside.
It's not a law.
Okay. It's posted. There's a reason why it's posted in that particular spot, okay?
But it's not a law.
I'm just telling you what the rules are. Hey, how you doing, sir? All right. So would you like this information or no?
I would like to file my complaint here.
Okay, hang tight, sir. All right.
Sure.
Do you have
like anybody else would. Oh, I don't carry ID.
No, of course. Okay.
Yeah. Ridiculous. Anyone else would be able to file a complaint against an officer in person, not on the phone. I want to be able to hold them accountable. I want to get it on camera, my complaint process, document that process for anyone else, because what I've noticed, ladies and gentlemen, is that after I posted that live talking about how the NYPD thugs and tyrants took my freedom and took my property, so many of you commented, so many of you emailed me. I saw them, how the NYPD has treated people in the city, the people in the city, like garbage for years, They're like, hey, can you go document the process of filming? This is what a journalist does. I am documenting the process of filing a complaint, holding our government accountable, and they don't want that. They just don't want that.
All right, so let me just quickly jump back in here and comment on what came out of Sean's mouth about his people emailing him and telling him that NYPD has treated them like garbage for many years. Let's be real here, okay? All of the people, the majority of them that are following him, subscribe to his channel, they themselves hate law enforcement, period, okay? If you remember that the video with the 2 security guards that pushed him out in the child support in Long Island there, they pushed him out. Best video I've seen. Anyway, he before his intro, or should I say on his intro, he made comments that he had a tip from one of his subscribers that that particular child support was treating people rudely and so on, and that's why he went there to do his so-called frauded. Think about it. Child support. Who wants money taken out of their paycheck? Don't you think anybody who's got money being taken out of their paycheck, and they shouldn't be pissed off, damn it, if they got kids with somebody, if they help make that child, then they're responsible for that child until they're 18 and better, okay? But again, he makes it sound like anybody who sends him a tip or emails him about law enforcement, run with it. Run with it, because damn it, they all think alike. They all hate authority. Let's be real about this shit. I wouldn't believe a damn thing his subscribers would say. That's the way I see it.
This is the complaint form?
That's the form that you fill out.
Yep.
And once you're done filling it out, I'll be right there and let me know, and then we'll go from there, okay?
All right. So at least they handed me a physical complaint form here. So for any of you, all of you that hit me up and emailed me, commented, you want to see the process, here's the actual civilian complaint form that we all knew that they had. Let's fill this out. All right, guys, so we just finished filling out our complaint here, civilian complaint report. Let's submit it. Let's get a copy.
Yes.
Here it is.
Okay, give me 1 second, okay?
Sure.
I'll be right with you.
Yep. And also, can I speak to a supervisor regarding, I have some concerns over these vehicles over here. If I could speak to a supervisor and ask him a question about it.
Okay, no problem.
Yep, thanks. I appreciate it. Hey, how are you, Sarge?
So we're gonna file your complaint that you're making.
Yep.
I'm gonna call CCRB, IAB, and file that for you. It's against a 6-1.
Correct. Officer Kakuza and Sergeant Korchemet.
All right. I'm gonna fill it out. I'm just gonna get a number for you, so you can have that.
Sure.
Any other issues? You said.
Yeah. So Sergeant Pellegrino, 526.
Yes.
5267. So I was noticing that there's these cars with no license plate parked illegally here. Are those owned by the city of New York?
Those are vouchered vehicles. So
What does that mean?
that means if they were taken into custody for some reason or not, and we're just waiting to tow that to the pound. So we
Okay, so they're not owned by the.
Yes.
So they're just towed.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
All right.
I just wanted to make
I'm
sure.
gonna fill this out for you. I'll come right back.
All right. Thanks, Sergeant. Yep.
All right, so I think we all noticed that Reyes here was looking for just about anything to make the NYPD look bad. He was truly hoping that those vehicles without no plates on there belong to the officers, so he could turn around and tell his subscribers, look at the corruption going on. These officers, they look out for each other. They use the precinct as if it's their home and so on. You know, any kind of bullshit to make the officers look bad so that his subscribers would kiss his ass. That's the way I'm seeing it, okay? Now think about it. I know some of you might say, oh, you're making excuses for the officers. You're licking boots and all this other bull crap. Now let me tell you guys, born and raised in New York, I've had my little brushing with the law. I ended up doing 2 years in prison because I defended myself. I honestly thought my life was in danger and I acted on it, okay? And the officer, I opened up. I told the officer everything, thinking that I was in the right. That officer turned around and used it against me where, listen, those 2 years were going to turn into 7 to 15 if I copped out, and if I took it to trial, which I did and I won, but if I would have lost, they were talking about 25 to life. Oh, listen, I should be an individual with a heart on with them, no? I should be actually pissed off at the NYPD. But no, I'm a grown-up. I understand that what I did, I defended myself, and that particular officer mistook what the information I gave him and, I don't know, used it the wrong way because 2 years, guys, 2 years that I could never get back, but I still don't have hatred in my heart for them, okay? I understand we got good cops out there. The bad ones, come on, eventually they get weeded out and kicked off the force. We come up with a solution, but this bullshit of going into these locations and trying to force your way of thinking, it's not the right way, okay? I understand that recording is a good thing, okay? We would have never known about the Rodney King issue. We would have never known about the George Floyd deal if it wasn't for recording. But with these guys here who have a track record of abusing their rights, I can't work with that. I can't run with it, you know? Something would have to be, you know, I don't know. Something would have to be put into the picture without these individuals involved, because they're just, I don't know. They go about things in a stupid way. I'm sure you guys understand what I'm talking about, but enjoy the video and let me know your thoughts on the video, guys, and I'll see you in my next video.
You're not allowed to film inside the precinct station's facility.
Yeah, but that's on a law, Sergeant.
We can ask you to shut it down. If you don't shut it down, at some point you're trespassing.
Yeah, trespassing in a place where I'm allowed to be. Do you see how? Listen, I know you didn't make the policy. I know you didn't make the rule, Sergeant. I'm not saying you did. I'm just saying, as a public servant, as yourself, like all of you are public servants, which I respect and I appreciate. You know, it's a good service you do for your community, but by locking out the public, the freedom of press, the First Amendment, locking out the freedom of press, there's no governmental need, there's no significant governmental, benefit in order to, why would be the purpose? In your words, what would be the purpose?
Safety concern.
Safety. A camera never hurt anyone
inside the precinct. I'm not saying outside.
No, but I'm saying inside it's not a safety concern because the camera's never hurt anyone. It's only exposed corruption and tyranny. But how can it hurt someone?
We asked you to leave multiple times
inside
the precinct.
But how can but you said it's a safety issue. How is a camera a safety issue?
The law isn't what we've been told about that.
But it's not a safety issue.
If you're going to stay inside, keep recording and not leave, and I asked you multiple times to leave.
Well, under threat of arrest, I left.
But you did.
I left under threat of arrest because I was already arrested, and now, hopefully we can affect some change here. So again, there's no need. You can't come up with one as you're in charge of this department right now, this lobby right now, right? But there's no need for it. Laws, there's purposes for them.
You can be arrested for trespass.
But why?
Inside the facility.
Because I'm recording, though. Specifically because I'm recording. You wouldn't ask anyone else to leave if somebody just walked in without recording, right? And you wouldn't ask them to leave. They could just hang out there all day, correct?
They can hang out. Yeah, sure.
Okay, so the recording's the problem.
I'm just keeping it real here.
The recording's the problem. That's good to know. I mean, there's no benefit to the NYPD.
No problem if you want to record for your safety, like we can come out, we can talk to you out here, and then.
But what if it was like a private thing where I wanted to record and I wanted to? What if it was something where I wanted to be segregated, not in public, because anybody can record us out in here in public? And what if it was like someone taking a special victims crime or something like that, and they felt comfortable recording? They wouldn't be able to record inside the station, so they just wouldn't. What if they were sexually assaulted by an officer and they wanted to just come and speak to somebody in private and they wanted to record because they're scared now? That's what I'm saying. It doesn't serve any significant benefit to not record, but it does serve a significant benefit to allow recording.
It benefits you, I understand that.
Yeah, it benefits everyone. Transparency and accountability benefits everyone, Sergeant.
Excellent. I'm going to come back with this. You going to hang out?
Yeah, I'm hanging out right here. I don't want to get arrested. My property stolen from me. Ridiculous. All right, guys, so we're going to wait here for the sergeant to come out. He had no answers for any of the good questions we were asking. So these are, he did have that answer. These are vehicles that were impounded. I just wanted to make sure that, NYPD weren't just keeping their personal vehicles here as storage. So these are impounded vehicles waiting to go to the impound lot. But anyway, the point is, he had no answer for our questions on why is it that you would arrest a citizen, a member of the public, a free man, a free woman, take their freedom away, take their property away from them, all because they were recording inside of a police station lobby. Ridiculous here at the NYPD.
Sorry about the wait, man. I'm trying to do like 10 things at once.
It's all right.
All right. I put the number for CCRB in the back for you.
Okay.
So call up, and I guess you're going to get a log number from them. I'm going to send the paperwork over.
Okay.
Filled out with us. All right.
All right, Sergeant. So I just take this.
My name is on the bottom. So supervisor and officer, the officer that received it. So this one's yours, all right?
All right, thank you, Sergeant. I do appreciate your professionalism in taking the complaint. But the actions of you and your officers here today, completely unacceptable. Threatening to arrest a citizen for engaging in a constitutionally protected activity, take my freedom away from me, steal my property, completely unacceptable. It's tyranny. That's what it is. It's tyranny. I know, but that's what I'm saying is that's tyranny because you're violating my constitutional rights, and that's unacceptable. We the people will fight against tyranny with everything we have.
Well, you can take up the complaint.
And I'm following the proper channels, but I'm telling you, we will make change here.
All right.
You have the day you deserve, Sergeant. All right, guys, so we're just going to be getting out of the New York City Police Department's 105th Precinct here in Queens, New York. Wow, so from the start, guys, they were going to arrest us, take our freedom away from us, steal our property, all over a camera. The camera of mass destruction. Where's the transparency? Where's the accountability? Where is the honor in the New York City Police Department? They took an oath to uphold the United States Constitution and our rights as citizens, and they failed. They dishonored themselves here today.